mankind. Came to see that showing signs. Ladies and gentlemen,
This is the Entertainment Buzz.
hear me told ya.
Yo. What them say? Up to the buzz. Me don't know. The buzz.
You know how we roll.
This is the Entertainment Buzz. Further on in the buzz.
What we gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
Sky, are you? All the respect them eyes so for. Like a flag, hear me now. So bounty, dig it way.
Entertainment Buzz are the real thing, man. Sight.
And now, our feature presentation.
All right. When I say welcome to the EBUZZ, I'm Kishima Francis.
I'm Shamara Preston. Good night.
Good night. Hey, Sham. How are you?
I am great. What's up, Kish? It's
Boy,
been a
with
minute.
I know, right? When I say big up to our listeners right now, right around the world, and of course, those of you who are listening at home via the 107s. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram at IRIFM_JA, Twitter, it's IRI_FM, and on Facebook, it's simply IRIFM. So make sure that you're following or you're liking us and you're checking out our social media platforms.
Definitely.
Now, Sham, we have so much to talk about tonight. We have, of course, an interesting lineup as per usual. Big up the entire team. Big up our producer, Sandrika Masters.
Sansana moi.
Big up, of course, the Peter Broadba and DJ Kamar holding it down. And big up to DJ Lollipop in the building as well.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Bones, you know, he is resting up for tomorrow morning. He will be on the bus in short order, but we have things locked tonight.
Definitely.
So, Sham, let's get into some of our hot topics, right? Now, big up, of course, to Tammy Chin and Wayne Marshall, or should I say Tammy Mitchell. Of course, you know, they continue their philanthropic efforts, and the couple, they team up with several corporate entities and delivered care packages to nurses and doctors across the island. The Marshalltown DJ shared the news with his over 228,000 followers on Instagram. Now, in the 1 minute and 35 seconds video, Wayne Marshall and Tammy Chin are seen showing gratitude to the nurses and doctors for their hard work throughout the pandemic. And Wayne also graced them with a performance of his song, Glory to God. So big up to Wayne Marshall and Tammy Chin. We also saw where Downsound Records Sham CEO Joseph Bogdanovich, he also gave a helping hand to nurses in Jamaica because, you know, since the pandemic, they have been working tirelessly. And imagine having one of those jobs, right? You wake up, you see that people are ill, people are dying, and you wake up every day and put yourself at risk.
Yes, definitely. It's well deserved, you know, our nurses and our doctors, they're going above and beyond, you know, just to ensure that the population is safe. We're taken care of. They're literally risking their lives. So any help they get in this time is well deserved. We really, Jamaicans, and I'm appealing to Jamaicans, you know, to just take this serious because we are at a space where we can't control it. And our hospitals are overburdened, the nurses and doctors are overworked, and they are still going out there. One thing I noticed recently, Kish, during the lockdown, because I do come to work during the lockdown, and going home in St. Anne's Bay, I saw a nurse at a bus stop. Actually, you know, on lockdown day, she was trying to get a ride home, and you know, just
like trying to get public transportation
during
in the
a
midst of the lockdown.
Yes, so you know,
no movement.
In that minute, you know, I stopped and I offered her a ride. She was actually going to Ranaube. It was past my stop, but I took her because for me, I looked at it and I said, I have friends who are nurses. My friends, while they drive, she is coming from work. You understand? We're in the middle of a pandemic. She just put her life on the line to ensure that regular Jamaicans are okay. So I took her home.
Shamara, that is really grand and big of you, Bless you for doing that. But also in the same breath, these are some of the cries that we hear from the nurses, like how they are working tirelessly and, not getting that kind of recognition because how dare you expect somebody to show up and show out for work during a lockdown and there is no provision for transportation. Like these are things that need to be taken into consideration for sure.
Definitely. It was just heartbreaking, to see her sitting there literally waiting on a public transportation and none is there because it is a lockdown.
Absolutely. And had it been like a taxi driver who decide that, let me just chance it and go out there, he would be in problems.
Yeah, the police
he would be in problems because it would be a serious breach. So these are things that the authorities and people in charge, you have to really
look at it. Look at it
seriously.
Yeah. Then something needs to be done. They have to go to work. So something as simple as transportation shouldn't even be an issue. They should be transported to and from work.
What is being said in these meetings, because I'm sure there are meetings to talk about what will happen during the lockdown, how will people move to and fro from the respective hospitals. I will be taken aback if they don't have these types of conversations or internal meetings at least to ensure that their staff population who is expected to come out during the no movement days are taken care of.
Yes.
Things like that cannot just go unnoticed. I mean, it is dismal to say the least.
It needs to be addressed urgently because we are entering another set of lockdown days and we're right where we started.
Do you feel like the lockdown is effective?
No. Persons are still on the road. I mean, you have popular restaurants that are still opened. And when you, as someone who has to come to work, when I say, if I don't take my lunch and I decide, all right, I'm going to get something to eat, when I go to these restaurants, they're crowded. And I mean, for the most part, when you get inside, how many persons on the inside do at least maintain social distancing? They don't. Jamaicans on a whole, I don't think they really maintain social distancing. While we do sanitize prior to going into the establishments and we will wear a mask, when we get there, the social distancing is null and void.
Almost
really.
null and void. And it is something that we spoke about across Irie as well, where, you'll go into these business places and even though you're seeing on the floor the big circle indicating,
6 feet apart.
6 feet apart, you still have somebody who chooses to be all snugged upon you in a line.
Yeah, because
what do you do in that moment?
It's what they're used to and...
it's
hard to break old habits.
Sir, ma'am, please give me some breathing room and give me some space. And in truth, in order to protect yourself, you're going to have to say it.
But I've heard persons say that, and the response that they have gotten is COVID not real. I've literally witnessed that COVID not real. So I don't know. Maybe that's one of the reasons why, persons aren't maintaining the social distancing. I don't know.
All right. No, of course, we see people on WhatsApp already. They are going crazy, Shamara. I'm not sure if you're seeing the messages that are popping up on the screen, but coming up tonight, we have Pamputtae, we have Akino, or music artist, and we also have producer and entertainer Dane Ray. Promises to be fantastic.
Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Now, Sham, something that everybody is also talking about, people are talking about Spice and Chug It. This sparked an entire conversation across social media for days.
Sunday, actually, I remember, just laying down and going through social media. The first thing I saw was that Spice didn't show up for her performance. And then, how social media is. One person get word of something, and then instantly it's a big investigation. And then we start get all kind of things, everything come up. It was at that moment that we saw, you know, several sides to the one story.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned, so first it started with Chug It making a post and threatening in that post to sue.
Yeah.
Now, subsequent that post, Spice went live and she shared her receipts, including her team giving their testimony regarding what transpired. Now we're seeing a situation where Chug It has again put out more information to clear their name. They have said that what has transpired has definitely put a damper on the brand.
It would have.
Even though they threatened lawsuit first, they're now also extending an invitation to Spice to discuss the matter to resolve the issue. Should Spice accept this invitation at this juncture when everything has blown up and dragged across social media platform? Is it too late?
Wow, that's a hard one. I mean, just to be the bigger person, maybe she can, you know, just to sit down with them, work through whatever little intricacies there are, and at the end of the day, you know, ask for them to put information out. Basically just summarize what happened in the meeting just for her fans and just to ensure that her name, her brand is not tarnished.
This is what I say. For me, when I look at it, it was Chug It who first brought talks of a lawsuit to the fore. And that in itself is also damaging to Spice and her career and where she's at. In addition to, you know, talks about the lawsuit, there were details of her contract that was also made public.
Yeah.
So she also threatened a lawsuit saying, okay, it is sue for sue and you have your evidence, so do I.
Yes.
And this is what I had to go through. And she also underscored areas where alluding to a breach of contractual agreement. And I'm saying, if yes, we want an amicable resolve, but for me, I just believe that too much is out there in the public. So let the courts handle it, as opposed to now after the fact, after you have dragged her across social media platforms. Because in truth, had she not come out and went live and say what she said on live, and if she had a different personality, it could have been damaging to her career. So let us see how this one plays out.
Yeah, definitely. Chug It is a big event, and I personally, I do not think Spice would have not showed up for the event. I don't see Spice as, I've never heard of a situation like this with her.
With a no-show.
Yes,
right.
as she said, you know, she worked very hard to build her career. She did it alone, so she not gonna do nothing at all to break down what she built. I don't think she would have done that. And for them to know that they are in the wrong, if they are in fact in the wrong, and then blatantly put out a statement like that, then wow, it's a bit much.
No, absolutely. All right, just like that, Sham, let us just float right into our social media highs and lows with Tristan Wilson and Shanice Williams.
Time for social media highs and lows.
Girl, you know so what going on social media.
Yeah, girl, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
It's your social media highs and lows.
Like I every other day, them find something new for try. Them no mention my name, them no feel them not alive.
This and every Wednesday, we've got the online buzz.
I'm Tris.
And I'm Shanice.
So let's jump right into the highs for this week. American rapper Nicki Minaj recently revealed that she appreciates dancehall star Intense as an artist and would be open to collaborating with him. Alright, so Minaj, who previously collaborated with dancehall artists Mavado, Stylo G, Vybz Kartel, and most recently Skilly Bang on the Crocodile T remix, was speaking to 3,000 of her fans during a Twitter space hosted by an account on Sunday. The rapper once again declared her love for dancehall music when several fans on the space suggested that she should collaborate with Spice and Shenseea. It was then that Nicki Minaj highlighted the fact that Intense was among the dancehall talents that she recently followed on Instagram after listening to his music. So the Trinidad-born rapper said that when she likes an artist, she watches their interviews, and after watching Intense, she realized that this is somebody I really mess with. In addition to Intense, Minaj has recently followed the former Team Spice dance trio, that's TC, Pretty Pretty and Dancing Rebel, and recording artists Pamputtae, Mako Diamond, and Queenie. Meanwhile, on social media, the dancehall fans are ready and waiting for the Yahoo Boys remix with Nicki Minaj.
Someone doing it like this, kid, we in Nigeria.
So I'm definitely looking out for that. Shans, where you feel?
Yeah, man, me definitely look forward to that. Now, in the lows for this week, it's Spice versus Chug It. Now, Spice was scheduled to perform at the popular event Chug It in Miami on Sunday, but that never happened. Now, Sunday night, which was the actual date of the event, a statement was actually released on the official Instagram page of Chug It, which in part basically said that, you know, they met all the obligations by paying the artist despite her being a no-show, and, you know, their attorneys will be proceeding with taking immediate legal action for refund and damage caused. Now, this post was later deleted. However, that statement triggered a heated reaction from Spice, who wasted no time to hop on her Instagram live and defend her good name and to let the party promoters know, "Una can't sue me, but una now win." So you know it's going to be a sue for sue situation. Now, during the live, Spice presented her receipts. You know, Mama always have her receipts, which included emails, text message exchange, pre-recorded cell phone footage, airline itineraries, and Team Spice members as witnesses. She mentioned that her dancers' flights were cancelled due to some discrepancy with Chug It's credit card, so she had to pay for the flight herself. When she got to the airport, there was no one there to pick her up, so she had to book her own lift. When she got to the hotel, it was a regular room instead of a suite, and then she actually upgraded that with her own credit card, all sort of things. Now, the official Instagram page of Chug It posted a list of what it calls facts on what actually happened to their social media pages, which basically highlights a list of things that happened and how basically them are wrong. Now, in the Instagram live, Spice mentioned that in her 20 years of performing, this is the first time she has been a no-show. But she said, "Me no run joke when it comes to my career. And me alone build my career, and me nah make nobody tear it down. So if you don't want to sue me, sue me. Sue for sue." And of course, her fans are always there backing her as it relates to this. So let's see if this is actually going to be a sue for sue situation.
So from Nicki's love for dancehall
To Spice versus Chug It,
who do you think took social media this week?
While that's for another conversation, check it before you click it, because once you hit send, you may be a social media high or low.
And that's your social media highs and lows. Catch us next Wednesday for What's Buzzing.
I'm Shanice.
And I'm Tris. Bye!
All right, Tris and Shanice, thank you so much for our social media highs and lows. If you're just joining us, it's all about the EBUZZ. Right now, we're gearing up to have our conversation with none other than Pamputtae, Sham.
Yes,
So
she's actually on.
I can see her. Hi, Pamputtae. How are you?
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, good night, Pamputtae. How are you doing?
You know, Pam, let's just start with the excitement. So you are now being followed on Instagram by Nicki Minaj. What was your immediate reaction when you saw the notification saying Nicki Minaj is now following you?
Honestly, you know, it's a big man thing. I never see it. Some people at me and DM me, and I say, "Nicki Minaj follow you," and I see. I mean, I say, "I lie." So when you see me, I say, "Jano, Mama really follow me," and them, I'm gonna have no blue tick. To me, like some people say something, say, "You know, have no blue tick, so you know, really this and that." And so I say, "Oh, I have no blue tick," and Nicki Minaj follow me. I go up on her page. I go and go up on her following and thing. I'm type in my name. I say, "Goody, I follow me for true." So I just go in a Goody inbox and say, "Goody, pick up yourself. Thanks for the acknowledgement, girl." And then me see Goody say, she said to me, she said, "This is my song, advertisement, big song." And then she said, "Send me an email, I'm going to send you a drop." I'm going to send the email, and then I'm going to hear the drop. I said, "Big up Pamputtae, I'm going to tell you, Pamputtae season, Ray, until this attack about things. I'm going to send back about things, because I realize until like when I talk the things, them. So I just talk, and Goody say, "Hey, girl," like, you know, she like the Jamaican something.
Trini, yeah.
Pamputtae.
Like, she love it.
Yeah.
So,
Pamputtae, is Nicki Minaj someone you look up to in the industry?
of course, man, I rate Nicki, man. How you say, man? I rate Nicki, man. I'm a love her attitude. Remember, say Nicki raw same way like, "Oh, me would have gone," but you don't know. I know the different style, you know, we are the Patois Jamaican style, you know, you know, but yeah, man, we rate Nicki, man.
You know, looking through your social media page, I see, you know, you have a Pamputtae quote. Them not go rate you until them see who rate you.
No, I want to quote me have.
Do enough you have.
Yeah, but do you think? And them something they keep me going. The things I want to tell myself, like me that say, music don't live on nobody, and cause people look down for me because me not have a blue tick them and follow me and them deal with me away and talk some things that me hear because me just laugh. Cause at the end of the day, all if I have blue tick or not, me still have my talent. This is who I am. I'm Pamputtae, the voice of dancehall. With a blue tick and a blue tick, me still have my talent. My bad same way. Give me the rhythm and give me the mic.
Who do that, Pamputtae?
Remember them know.
Who do that? You're talking about your peers are just fans of reggae and dancehall.
People in the music industry, man. Them unfollow because I don't have no blue tick and them thing. Wow. And I'm look upon it, me I say, music don't live on nobody. Because at the end of the day, enough people have blue tick, and then to them after Nicki Minaj, now follow them, now sing one song for them, same way. So me just say, you know, blue tick and blue tick, them blue tick and don't
arts. Enough of them buy them blue tick and don't arts.
All of that too. Like my mom always said some of them big, but them not art. Them come like sweet pepper big. And I remember me at the talk, you know.
Yeah.
Remember me say the things. Remember me tell them, you know, work with what you have till you get where you want. When you get this year, you get it next year. When you get this month, you get it next month. When you get this week, you get it the next week. When you get today, you get it tomorrow. Remember me say that. Remember me wait my turn and work right through. Me never stop work. The lady know good talent. Remember I make them make me up. I'm born for this. For me see me see dancehall. For me hear me hear dancehall. When I talk, I know me talk about the whole show.
No. In 2009, you launched your Single Mothers Foundation, Pam. Tell us about the projects that you are currently dealing with and your mission overall for the Single Mothers Foundation.
The Single Mother Foundation, I didn't put it on pause because of the whole COVID thing. But during the whole COVID and some, I went to some inner cities, you know, and give some children some books and all of that and thing. But for now, I kind of put it on pause because the whole COVID thing and then me diabetic and stuff like that. So I have to know what me I do.
Wow.
So I kind of put it on pause, but soon up again.
All right, Pamputtae, we are now seeing where, you know, you're an entrepreneur. So tell us about your 14-day detox tea.
Yeah, my detox tea, people have to try it. Yeah, the detox tea, you don't know, the belly fat, you know, but you have to exercise. You can't just take the tea, and when you take the tea, you just sit down, so no, it's not going to work. So the tea is very good, and I need people to come and try it. Yeah, DM me, call me, email me. Yeah.
Is it affordable, Pamputtae? Is it affordable? And outside of sending you a DM, is there another way?
5,000 for the pack, for the 14. 5,000 for the pack.
Okay. Yeah. That reasonable. Reasonable.
Yeah, man. Remember, so we're not killing nobody. You know, everybody look good and stay good. Or if you're not in a shape, try to set yourself in a little way.
No, but Pamputtae, people have always commend you, like even about your weight loss and, you know, like your journey. So is it, can you credit your journey to just the Pamputtae Glitz 14-day detox?
Pardon?
Would you credit your weight loss to the Pamputtae 14-day detox? Like that's exactly what you did to get down to that size?
Yes, man, it's in it too. Yes, man, it's in it. It's in it too, man. And with the help of some friend like Statius, you know, it's in it too.
Yeah. So Pamputtae, how do you maintain that balance? You're a mom, you have a foundation, you're doing music, you're now an entrepreneur. How you maintain the balance? And we know you love your children and you're always with them. How you do it?
Yes, honestly, with my children, them always like tell them know put food on the table, so I like explain to them and stuff and talk to them. And remember, I have to eat, I have to do what I have to do. Because you and me know say this not really easy, especially to where I go on, right?
Yeah.
No, you can't really go nowhere like that with all the So you have to turn to some different things and try to make your hand make fashion. It a come like when I open the cover, I'm going to see the carmine. Nobody can hype on me. I'm making boy carmine porridge. Right, so yeah, I have to make fashion and make it good and nice.
Yeah.
So basically, that me I do and just spray and never stop work.
Yeah.
No, Pam, also as a mom with the current situation where children 12 and over have to be vaccinated in order to participate in face-to-face learning, how do you feel about that as a mom of two?
Honestly, my big son, you know, my big man, so him 20-year-old, him have to know what him want, but me take my vaccine, Jazier is just 8. And the thing about is that certain things will happen, me not really have no control over that because it's a world order thing when me I go do. Never just hope and pray, just like when them tell me say if me take the vaccine, what happen or whatever. Me take the vaccine, nothing happen, I'm full vax up and everything. So never just try like, you know, talk to them and tell them, you know, what is what, and you know, you have many different type of vaccines, so you have to read up and stuff like that. You know, especially my big son, him really talk because Jazeera just 8. So I like tell him, say, oh, you have to read up and see, you know, what kind of sickness in your family, you know, your mother diabetic, so you have to know which one, if you know, say, you have my blood clot and them, like something there, you have to read up on it and stuff like that, because certain things we don't really have control over. So it's either you work with it or you don't work with it at all, or you work around it, if you can work around it.
So now that you're fully vaccinated, you're looking forward to doing shows overseas, or you're still waiting and watching?
Yes, man, I'm ready, man. I'm up and running, I'm ready.
How we can look, Pamputtae?
I'm not in any joking. That's why I take my vaccine and, you know, I pray about it.
All right, Pamputtae, what can fans expect? What can they look out for? What you have in the pipeline?
All right, me have a couple of videos. Me have some bad song. It's like how you say Nicki Minaj go find the song them and the people them are gravitate to the song them right now.
Yeah.
Me go just do some whole heap of video. Cause me have some real bad song. Me have some video out now and full. You know, show them love, hard clean. You know.
Yeah.
So
we can look out for a lot of videos
right now. Is there tomorrow? I'll shoot the next video again. So I do some. Me do some whole heap of video right now. Make the people them see the new look of Pamputtae and them look at somebody and the bad song them, you know? Yes.
Is there a Pamputtae Nicki Minaj collaboration in the works?
Lord God, we may
you
pray
can
for
say it
that.
first on the buzz.
It never happen. It never happen.
Yes.
One the lady do it.
Earlier you said
or do a single or something. More it happen, man.
Earlier you said, you know, fans can reach out to you if they want the tea. Give us your social media handles.
Them can DM me.
Yes, give us your social media handles, your pages.
Your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
The Pamputtae Glitz World. Them can DM me on that. You can call 362-5090. You can email me at pamputtae100@gmail.com or fluffydiva.pamputtae@gmail.com. Although I'm not too fluffy again like that. Yeah.
No, Pamputtae, you look really well, and you're oozing with happiness, like, you know, in your pictures, in your videos, and you're one who is always about family, always promoting family. So keep it up and continue to glow.
Yes, man. Thank you, guys, and everyone. I just want you to follow Pamputtae on Instagram, support Pamputtae on all digital platforms. I really need the support. Big up on yourself and those have support.
All right. Pamputtae, big up yourself and keep doing it.
Blessings, man. Blessings. Enough love.
All right, big up. Of course, that's Pamputtae. Make sure you go check out the Pamputtae Glitz 14-day detox. Check it out. And, you know, she has lost a lot of weight and she really looks fabulous. She
I think I'm
looks
going
really
to try
good.
it, and I'm going to try.
DM Pamputtae. You know exactly what to do. So it's at Pamputtae on Instagram. Slide in her DM. I think it's Glitz Detox.
Yes.
No, Glitz Pamputtae Glitz Detox. So DM and, you know, get your 14-day detox.
All right. And from Pamputtae, we go to At the Movies with Maisha Brody.
Lights, camera, action. Hey movie lovers, welcome to At the Movies. I'm Maisha Brody. Amateur filmmakers Akeem White and Wesley Hilton have caught the top prize in the JCDC Philly Short Film Competition. The team submitted the film titled Too Much Massa, using the Jamaican proverb, dog with too much massa sleep without supper, to create the film. In addition to a trophy and cash award, they also walked away with the sectional awards for Viewer's Choice, Best Director, Best Story, and Best Editing, with a cash prize of $15,000 for each category. Best Cinematography and second place overall went to the film Consequence, No Hide Your Tick and Lick a Man by Nassif Blackstock. He won $100,000 plus an extra $15,000 for his sectional prize. Third place was awarded to Bad Timing, Hat Need a Bond Tread, which copped $60,000. The 9 finalists in the competition received gold medals, with the top 3 getting trophies along with their cash prizes. The entries are available for viewing on the JCDC's YouTube channel. And movie lovers are being reminded that local cinemas operated by Palace Amusement Limited remain closed on no movement days. The remaining no movement days are September 12, 13, and 14. Still on the movie scene, Sony has altered release plans for Venom: Let There Be Carnage for the 5th time. In a surprise move, the comic book adaptation starring Tom Hardy as the journalist turned alien symbiote will debut in theaters earlier than expected on October 1. The Venom sequel was scheduled to premiere in October 2020, but due to the pandemic was pushed to June 2021, then late September, and most recently, October 15. It's now time for this week's Top 5 Movies. At number 5, we have the movie Reminiscence. At number 4 this week is Vacation Friends. The Protégé takes the number 3 spot. At number 2, we have Don't Breathe 2. And in the number 1 spot this week is The Last Mercenary. That's a wrap. Join us next week for more exciting movie news. For At the Movies, I'm Maisha Brody.
All right. Thank you there, Maisha, for At the Movies. No, you know, Sham, every Wednesday on the EBUZZ, what we do, we create a platform for upcoming talent, and we have been the home for a lot of entertainers who are established now. We're talking about Grammy-nominated entertainer Etana. It was a space for Coffee. It was a space for so many of our upcoming entertainers. And tonight, our music artist is Aquino.
Hi, Akino. Good night. Welcome to the EBUZZ.
All right, I'm seeing Aquino.
But not hearing
He's talking. I'm not hearing him. Aquino, can you hear us?
Hi, Akino.
All right, Mr. Aquino Mose, I say, yes, we can hear you, but we're still not hearing you. Oh, I'm hearing you now, Aquino. So we're saying welcome to the EBUZZ.
Yeah.
All right, but let's just jump right into it. Which 3 adjectives would you use to describe Aquino?
Authentic, lyrical. Can you hear me?
Yes,
yeah,
we're
man.
hearing you.
Authentic, lyrical. One more.
Ladies, man.
What sparks your musical interest? How you got started in music?
You know, say, it's a thing I always love from a little boy. I think it in me, you know. It in me, you know. And something just always there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Aquino, what genre of music you prefer? Dancehall, reggae? What's your style?
Dancehall, of course. Even my lingo, my popular lingo, I have to say, dancehall what go on. So that is just me always I remind them about the genre, you know, the first love.
Okay, okay. And
it's interesting that Shamara mentioned that too, because you have a song, Mama McQueen, and it's basically a tribute to your mom. And in the song, you speak about hardship, struggles, strength, and your dreams, and to also show your mom a better life. This song shows your versatility as well. Tell us about the emotional connection to this song, and it is very different from your dancehall style.
Definitely. It was basically an easy task for write a love letter to mommy, because we grew up with mommy in the garrison, grew up poor, never have nothing and just want better for yourself or for mother and everything. So that is how the masterpiece they come forward, you see me? We put a whole heap of time in it. It's a very emotional song for me to even for talk about it, because every lyrics in it real and come from,
Yeah.
the inside. So that one day, I definitely want different classic top shelf category to put that in. Yeah.
See that and can feel it, and you convey the right emotions and everything.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, I normally tell people this, so I'm going to tell them for the first. I want to tell them I cry when I write that song. That was a real, it's what I deal with my mother, different. I big mama's boy. You see me? So anything we do for mommy are different type of emotion,
So Aquino, you said you're a mama's boy. Are you an only child?
Nah, man. Not them level of mama's boy. They mean it like we go above and beyond for mommy. At 14 of my mother have a number 6 before.
Whoa, you're in the middle. You're in the middle. So where do you see yourself in the music industry inside the next 5 years?
Inside the next 5 years?
Yeah.
I already complete the mission I'm on right now. A 5 years run would be enough for me.
Wow. Now, Out and Clean is a collaboration with Dane Ray. Talk to us about how this musical connection come about.
All right. Dane Ray always did. He was a producer I always want to work with, so after making certain attempt to reach him a couple times, I get on a rhythm. The numbers don't like rhythm. I did up on the juggle there, I have a song on it called Head and Shoulder. So that was the first time me and Dane really make a connect, produce the song, him start listen to me, pay a little more attention to me and stuff. So we link up last year about October for the first, and the first day we link up, we just say, yo, the energy is so cool, we are par for about a year. So we just make a song the same day we link up, just straight artist mode we go in and make a song, and I hit this right now.
Wow.
I just mutual respect between me and Dane Ray, man.
It's a good look. You know what else I stand out with you, Aquino, is your flow. Like even how you flow on that very track, Out and Clean. Talk to us about, do you have someone who inspires you musically, like who you look up to, but you do have a flow? Even just dropping simple lines like Aquino, dirt free, search theme. You understand just how everything is put together,
Yeah, we look on, you see now, we are doing a tune with Dane Ray, all right. Dane Ray have a nice fan base, so the right thing to do right now on a collab is basically make my verse like a resume, make the people know who me is, introduce myself, and the list goes on. So that was the approach I'm going to take towards that. And the song they actually forward in quick. Dane Ray go in the booth, make the hook, I'm just jump in right off time. That song they complete like super quick. I think I'm one of the quickest verse me ever make.
Oh,
wow. And what are you currently promoting?
Out and Clean single I just drop. As you can see, 4 days now we drop it, and it had do good. It did a trend on Audio Mac. So the garrison tuning 100%. We have like I think 29,000 per YouTube in a 4 days. So I guess we get good reaction from the fans and things. You see me? So I'm definitely grateful right now, and you see me? Ready.
You know what I need to ask you? At a time when everybody, or not everybody, but some people, they're all about doing the dirt. Here comes Aquino, dirt free. Was this deliberate?
Oh, but not cut you, but also have a billboard in the Alpha Tree. I'm going to mention that. I don't know if it
Somebody just remind you.
In the Alpha Tree, I do the promotions and some monster promotion we are, you know?
Yeah.
Right, but you did cut me, so going back to it. So I'm saying at a time when some people are doing the dirt, are all about doing the dirt. Here comes Aquino, dirt free. Was this deliberate?
You know, the dirt-free movement been going from 2011. You know, we just get more loud, you know. Over the time, we quietly make a lot of noise. You can't say it like that now.
No, when you look at the music industry, I know you have, more than a foot in. You're on the EBUZZ, you are a music artist, you have songs that are getting radio play, and like you said, you introduced yourself to fans. What would you say is the biggest misconception as it relates to what you have observed thus far about the business of entertainment and the music industry?
Repeat that question. You kind of repeat that question for me.
You know, sometimes people say, boy, not all that glitters is gold. Know that you're a part of the entertainment industry. Is there anything where really surprised you, or you thought that it was different from what it actually is on the outside looking in?
Yeah, to somewhat, but me really no pay too much attention to it. You know, we just focus on what me have a go on really. You might see someone and say, surprise, and I say, oh, that not real, but you still can't pay attention to it. You just have to do the work and focus on what you, just have to focus on my contribution and study the fans, them really. To be honest.
Aquino, you
one
are...
One surprise, but we don't really feed into it,
All right.
You are signed to US-based label Program Over Everything Music. Are you based in the US or are you based here in Jamaica? And any other local artists are your co-signees?
No, I'm not co-signees yet. He's a new label, new artist, So we just, I pick up speed and I build the momentum right now.
Thinking about it, Aquino, like for new artists to get their break during a time when the COVID-19 pandemic is an issue, what would you say is you and your management team's plan of action to say maneuver these kind of challenges?
Well, you can't, to be honest, you can't come up with no real tactics how to deal with that's something. Yeah. And the lockdown, it's just unfortunate for everybody to be honest. The lockdown and the COVID and all of that, it make everything 10 times more difficult. But we have to just keep the momentum going and create the buzz we want,
Yeah, buzz indeed. And you're on the buzz. You're creating a buzz. So
yeah, because every day we have to just wake up and be creative. You see me?
Yes. Aquino, how can fans or industry insiders contact you?
How can them contact me?
Yes.
My Instagram, you have my Instagram right now. Akino _dirtfree. We have a Facebook fan page. If you go up on my Instagram, you have a link tree in my bio. All of the information, don't forget to me. My IG is Akino _dirtfree boss. I have Twitter, Facebook, all. I'm supposed to basically one of the easiest artists to find right now. Put myself out there so that I'm easy to find. We have number, everything.
And that's a good thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That it's a real good look, Aquino. Now I know you said initially that you're promoting Out and Clean, but what can we look out for? More singles, more videos?
Huh?
I'm saying that I know you're promoting Out and Clean at the moment, but what can we look out for from Aquino? More singles, more videos?
Yeah, more singles, definitely. I may have an upcoming mixtape, of course. I'm also have the street boys them in the street I represent, you know, cause we are ghetto youth, you know. So we always I look for the ghetto people them to work with, you see me? Cause I then I'm turn born and grow, you see me? So we have the whole like Garrison back away. We always look out for the youth them in the street. So we have a street boy them wear white glass and wear the shirt them with out and clean and I clean out the car glass them and I do the thing. So a different approach for my promotion. You see me? He's a humble youth, not because people hear about sign and all of that. You see me? We take a different approach when it comes to them thing there.
All right. Well, we want to drop one of your song for our listeners. So we want you to introduce it. We have DJ Lollipop ready for press play. So how would you go about introducing Aquino?
Eh? Bye, I just the DJ name, is it?
Oh, the
Yo,
DJ name gets you.
DJ Lollipop.
Well, him say, you know, Lollipop. The ladies think he's sweet, so...
DJ Lollipop.
Yeah, we don't know about that. Yeah, the song named Out and Clean, Akino Dirt Free featuring Dane Ray, you see me? That bad producer / artist Dane Ray. The people I'm supposed to familiar with Dane Ray. So this is my new single with Dane Ray titled Out and Clean.
Akino. You know me? Name brand all of them for me. You know me? Easy kill. Feel we one boy never give me. You know see it's me out and clean. Man copy all damn scheme and a whole them tree. Out and clean. Put chip on the whole damn team on 1,000 feet. Krishna like chip. I grade when I smoke sense. I feel we want nobody darling way. You know see so we out and clean. Akino dirt free search feed. At a human being pan the search feeds. WhatsApp group chat them do me name dirty. I just part of the chat so me know me worthy. Me love me girl wealthy curvy. Me size up a heavy sexy like service. Lick a day or two and nobody not thirsty. Track 100 grand for the jerky. Can't do the chatting dog watch your bird beak. You can't tame the coffee make your girl be. You love man we stay clean nice street. You have to humble yourself if you are aware for hard beats. My thing repeat if me want do it. At the end of the day nobody can ask feet. Lead up and seat make you drop panty. Now if I ask if a foreign sign panic car key dog me out and clean.
All right, out and clean. Now, Aquino, do you have any shows in the pipeline? Do you have anything lined up? How can people see you perform, or do you plan to do like an IG live performance for, you know, your fans?
No, we're not, you know, so we're not having a show lined up right now, this moment. Is it? We mostly have some video shoot, isn't it? Busy at work, I shoot more video at work on collab. You know, me have a next collab come out, me not talk too much on that. That's what me I work on right now. Me I shot the video next week, you see me? Downtown. You see me? So I just that what day I work on now. More music and more visual so the people can get more familiar with the face, you know? Yeah. Add a face to the thing.
To the name. Well, we wish you all the best, Aquino Dirt Free.
Make sure you search for him. Hottest human being for the search feed.
No, me not lie. Your lines them are chopped. Song up. Keep it going. Respect. Keep it coming. Looking forward to more music and more material from Aquino.
Definitely.
All right, Aquino. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, my respect. Thanks for having me. You know it go. Dirt free.
Yeah, man. Big up. Of course, that's our music artist Aquino doing it. Sham, at this very point, we're going to go to Fashion Forward. So here is Shamara Preston and DJ Lollipop.
Catch him on side.
It's Fashion Forward, a weekly look into what's popping,
what's hot and what's not,
hip and trendy. It's the space for all things fashion. The pandemic has led to an increase in DIYs due to the need for social distancing requirements. One of the most popular beauty hacks is the re-emergence of press-on nails. You remember them, Lollipop?
Yeah, them clip-on fingernails. But I like when them short still, nails overall. I don't like the long ones.
Okay. Press-on nails offer a quick way to add some mood-boosting personality to your fingertips, even as you're typing away at your keyboard at home. We had to find out why press-on nails are becoming the go-to nail trend. And as such, we reached out to nail technician Ramona of Ravi's Nail Bar, and she told us why persons are opting for press-on nails.
The press-on is easier to put on. It takes no time, and you can always remove it and put it back on. The main reason why a person use press-on, some persons have jobs that they can't wear long nails, so they just put it on for the event or whatever they're doing, and then they remove it the next day.
Well, I think the press-on nails work in a good way based on even this COVID thing. But you still have to go to the nail tech to do that, no?
No, man. It's something that you can order online. You don't have to go sit in front of the nail tech. Also, Ramona told us how the nails can be removed.
There's two ways. You have the two-sided nail tape where you apply it to your nails and then stick the press-on on. And the other way is you use glue to put it on, the nail glue.
So let me use it if pop out your fingernail with it too.
No, as she said earlier, remember you can use the double-sided tape to hold them onto your finger. So if you use the tape, then you can just lift them. But if you opt for the glue option, then you have to soak it. It varies and it is based on the option you use to apply the nails to your fingers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Ramona, now tell us, are they durable?
It lasts as long as you want them to last. Practically, I would say the same time or longer than the full set because it depends on the person.
Well, that sounds like they're much better than the nails than when you would have got nail tech put on. Because, for instance, there are some girls them love the long fingernail them. And them have to work, so when you go to work, you take them off, you go out, you put them on back.
Exactly. Any final words for us though, Ramona?
It is better to have a measuring kit when you're doing the person. I get your nails measured before getting them done because chances are the nails can be too big or too small.
Yeah, you have to really get your size. And ordering online can be a challenge more because sometimes a woman have broad finger when the nail come, it can't fit them finger, but them still put it on her same way because them don't spend the money already.
Yeah, so it's always good to give the person that's making the nails your measurements. That's it for Fashion Forward this week. I'm Shamara.
And I'm DJ Lollipop, the party fanatic.
See you next week.
All right, thank you. There's Shamara Preston and DJ Lollipop with Fashion Forward. Now, right now inside the EBUZZ, if you're just joining us, we're fully active with Dane Ray right now. Fully. Dane Ray, welcome to the EBUZZ.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, man. No, we've never really had Dane Ray on the Buzz, Sham. So I really want to start with the foundation with you, Dane, because you played forward for Jamaica under 17 and in the Da Costa Cup, but eventually you traded your football boots for music. And what actually sparked your musical interest? Because you first pursued a formal education in music. Dane?
I think we lost him a bit.
Yeah, we lost him a bit. So we're going to get to that. But Dane Ray's story is pretty interesting. Like, he started out in football, then he eventually went to music. He also got a national award, the Youth Award from the Prime Minister. So, it is pretty interesting. So a really rich story there and a conversation to just find out from him and our music artist that we spoke to a short while ago, Aquino. He gave him an opportunity as a new artist, and then for producers to be working with new artists, that is also something as well, because a lot of upcoming entertainers don't get the opportunity to work with established entertainers, producers who are making or have a name for themselves.
True. It's a good
should
look.
Be interesting.
It is a good look. In the meantime, though, Kish, we are seeing where Ramesh, is encouraging entrepreneurs to reach out to him. He's saying if you have a business you'd like help with, please send your proposal /business plans to rameshprojects@gmail.com. please ensure your contact information is in the email. You know, Romish is literally, you know, he's just always doing something.
No, that is for sure. Like he stays consistent as well.
You know, Romish is literally Santa Claus.
Then you're back with us.
I don't know what more I got. My bad.
Boy, I don't know, but we're doing it again, you know, because we're fully active, fully. So in setting the foundation, I was asking, you know, you played forward for Jamaica under 17 and you're also in the Da Costa Cup. But eventually you traded your football boots for music and ultimately pursued a formal education in music. So I wanted to know what actually sparked that musical interest and why the trade.
Well, from the beginning, my father is a drummer. My grandfather is a drummer. My mother loves music, so music has always been something inborn, you know. And I think when I play under 17, I realized how demanding it was, and me kind of size up everything. You know how far I would reach in terms of the rest of ball of them around me, and I just decided, say, yo, I'm gonna pursue a real dream, because I have a natural talent for music. I always been a write song for artists from 2005, 2006, I was way younger. You know, so when I played the first year at D Cup and I go under 17, I realized, say, yo, this is not really my niche. This is not really me real dream. I just have an next talent, because artists are people that are very talented, multi-talented, with more than one. So I just decided, say, I'm going to focus on something where I can really not have to run up and down and I sweat up every day. And just express myself for more, express myself, you know, dress up, look good, and
out
try
and clean.
Post artists, you know what I mean? Out and clean.
So, Dane, what do you prefer? Do you prefer producing, writing, or being an artist?
Honestly speaking, being an artist, because that is something that that's how I started music, by writing. So, you know, I love performance, I love being on the stage and people receiving the music, and you know what I mean? As a youth, when you see how we just and we carry ourselves, you know, we're very proud in our own, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so otherwise, from creating the beats and recording the artists every day, I love being an artist myself, because it gives me a chance to express myself and hands-on on the music, you know?
Yeah.
But you are still a talented producer, because you produce Coffee's Lockdown, Ragging King's Tough, Popcorn's Numbers Don't Lie, and many others. But how did the success of these songs help to cement your place in the entertainment industry as a serious and solid producer?
Because everything really built off of respect, you know. People see the journey, people see the struggles, and each stage and the progression that I've made over the years. From I start work with Charlie Blacks, then I start work with Ragging King, Javelani, Chronic Law, then Popcorn, then Coffee. So people, like, they're there with me growing. So everybody really respect the movement and the braveness, because I live at Ochi, not very far from Area Frame. I'm a move from my town, you know what I mean, by myself, no family, no friends, and myself. So the reception is great, and you know what I mean, I'm very proud of that move that I've made.
So COVID-19 literally changed the game. You know, what is Dane Ray's plans post-COVID?
It's just to recover, you know, just recover, help dancehall music get back to where it was in terms of the people going out and enjoying the music. You have a hot dancehall rhythm, and of course we want to be doing tours. Right now we still pressure the music in terms of releasing new songs, keep the streams up, because a lot of people are now locked in at home. So songs are being streamed more. It's easier for a song go 1 million views versus like 2 years ago, you know what I mean? But we just continue being active and putting out good material.
No, when the call got disconnected at the beginning, I was saying to Shamara that, you know, it's really big of you to give an Akino, who's an upcoming entertainer, a platform as a producer who has worked with the likes of Coffee, Popcorn, and Ragging and so forth. And you once said recording for non-established producers have its benefits. What are some of the benefits personally for you as a producer when working with upcoming talents, and why do you feel that need to give them a platform as the more established person?
Initially, it's like, all right, for the main reason is that I was always talented, and Charlie Blacks did the same thing for me, you know what I mean? And working with young talent to give you the opportunity to find something raw, you know, something that the world has never seen, and believing in their art and what they can bring to the table. And then seeing it manifest is also a different side of feeling. You have a lot of producers who never bust an artist, or they never been working with an artist before they made it big. And, you know, that really build you as a person, build you as a producer, and it give you a better ear, because sometimes as a producer you want to work with the hottest artists. Me not one of them kind of producer. Me can build greatness from nothing. You get what I say? And with my music, right now I don't release a lot of music because as a pandemic, and every time I drop something I want it to be special. Now I work with a bag of new artists, so you got like different variety of music, like international artists, young artists, you know what I mean? Reggae. Yeah, so
did Coffee's lockdown gave you some international connections, because the song itself garnered international success?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of international artists reach out to me. Like right now, I've been doing a lot of work with Steph London. You know, I was in Atlanta working with a lot of rappers. You know, we have they're not released as yet. You know, label work, so we can't really call them name as yet.
All right.
We have more projects, Coffee coming out soon. So it's just a timing game right now. We have a lot of projects with Popcorn. We have a rhythm about to drop Popcorn and do him album. You know, so crazy.
You stay working. But I know Shamara asked you earlier, you know, like which of the two things, which do you prefer? But then how are you able, Dane Ray, to maintain that perfect balance almost, where you're still an active producer creating good music, and you're also an artist doing your thing and gaining that traction? How do you create that perfect balance, for want of a better term?
Well, I always try and make sure I have a hot production, and I always try and make sure I have a current video and a current song for myself out at the moment. But honestly speaking, it's something that is very hard to do, you know what I mean? Because sometimes being a producer, it becomes very demanding, especially when you work with a big artist, and especially when you work with a young artist. You know, you have to kind of guide them, and you have to create new sound, because you can't just stuck in a one flavor for the rest of your life. And as an artist, you have to just show them, the dub plate them, connection. So honestly, it's hard, but I sort of start music this way, so it's not like me have to try. You know, it's just you have hard days and you have easy days. You know.
Then, what is going to be the one thing that you take away from all of this? The lockdown, the pandemic, the music industry at the moment. What is going to be that one thing you take away from all of this?
This is just that it shows that you can't get too comfortable. You know, you have to prepare for the worst and show it all. You have to just always put your best foot forward, keep on working. You know, because life don't stop. You know.
Yeah.
We still have a family to feed, so we still have albums to put out. You know, so it's just that as time get harder, we have to just work harder as well. You know.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned earlier, creating new sound and trap dancehall, that is something that you help to create. But it's a sound that not a lot of persons are fond of. What should people who continue to knock trap dancehall understand about the musical art form?
Is that you have a lot of different genres, and this is something that people gravitated to from 2017, 18 until now. And a lot of the young artists that you're hearing right now is off this formula, you know what I mean? So when I was younger, it used to be Bounty Killer. Then they have Vibes Cartel. They have all different kind of artists up the line. Music change. Music is something that is constantly moving, you know? The more me in music, the more I learn. You know, so each time I learn, it influences my music, influences my writing. So there's going to always be a change. Whether or not it changed, we can always step back and say, yo, remember when one time we used to do the rhythm them this way, and we kind of flip the script and go back. You know, cause as I say, music is like a circle. You know, back in when you hear Shabba DJ on some hip hop, Mr. Lover, man, Shabba, that wasn't really a dancehall. That wasn't a generic dancehall beat, but Shabba made it dancehall, and you know it worked. At the time, probably you'd have a lot of people that say, yo, them a mash up dancehall, them a mash up reggae, you know, but it's just a circle, it go right round. And happy that, you know, me and one of the youth, them enforce it. And I think we prove to the world that it's not just about trap. Because me produce a big song with Coffee, you know, in a time when I put out a bag of dancehall, and in a time when I just work with Popcorn, you know, so.
Yeah. It's a good look. Do you have plans to say work on to give us something reggae, lovers rock? Because you know we get the gritty dancehall, the trap, but are there plans in the pipeline for that?
Yes, but not any major plans, but we're working on some stuff, you know. Because as I tell you, I appreciate all forms and shape of music. You know, music is music, and for myself, I love to work with an artist like a reggae artist for myself. I know say, all right, you know, we are get old and we are learn the music now, so I have to start get artists, and I'm a label while me I groom them. So while me I get up dancehall artists, I have to have artists on the next side of the scale, because we need IRFM to pay me the royalty statement, you know, at time. So. You know, I can't just do this trap thing right through.
No, what was going through your mind when you received the Prime Minister's Youth Award for Arts and Culture, and it's an award that you got, you know, very early in your journey. How significant was this recognition for Dane Ray?
Bro, it was a great feeling, you know. Words can't explain how good I felt, because coming up, I always fight for music. I always fight for me believing. I could go to school way and I could do the football thing, but I work for me believing, and getting the Prime Minister Award was one of the moments when I could look at my family and say, yo, you see? Tell them. If it's even for that 3 months, then I can look for my auntie and my mother them and say, yo, I hear award this, you know, because me have to know. And it's funny because them never expect me to get it. Even my closest friend, from my family member, never expect me to get this award because of even the trap music that I was doing, you know. But I think the people that look beyond just the music itself and the personality and the journey and what I have offered in dancehall and reggae music, working with Coffee, and still I bust artists like the likes of Ragging King, you know what I mean? So it's just the package overall. It was a great feeling.
Go ahead, Sham. Who do you look up to musically, Dane Ray, whether producer or an artist? Because you know you do both, but who inspires you musically?
Musically, on a production side of you know, Steven, but always I'm growing up used to listen to Steven and Jordan, you know, and Russian. I love the step of Russian make in terms of international platform for himself. Music, Lives Cartel, Popcorn, Movada, them artists that was always in our playlist growing up, Sizzler, you know, Bounty Killer. Yeah, so each artist me can take something from them, a strain from them, and create a identity for myself.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that. Take a strain from them and create an identity for yourself. Because enough people not made it that way, no. Them basically just see it as replicating in totality something, as opposed to being your authentic self and just using, like you put it, different strains to create.
So then you just called some big names, right? What advice now would you give to up-and-coming producers, artists, writers, you know, anybody looking to you? What would you say to them?
Just work hard, and it's a streaming era right now, so just put out good music and definitely, you know, it will hit the ears, because right now enough artists. We don't know, we do go on right now in dancehall, but you have like at least 10 new artists right now we have burn up the YouTube, you know what I mean? So just to put out the right work, and they don't know, make sure you link with we. You see me I say?
Yeah.
So yeah, as young artists, them just stay focused, put out the right work, and just surround yourself with good people and people believe in your work just as much, if not more, than how you believe in your own thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You make mention of the social media platform, and I think now more than ever, especially what we're experiencing with COVID, like social media platforms has become or have become the main stage or showground for your music. How important is it for entertainers and producers to use the platform in a strategic way to say introduce new music, new material, or yourself to the world?
It's a lifestyle, you know, because everything is going digitally right now. Social is a digital representation of yourself, and it's a platform. It's like a TV channel. So people at home just sitting, not have much to do, not no work, COVID, a lockdown, they don't cook. They might go up on social media and find their favorite influencers to watch. Whether they want to hear some mix up, or they want to hear a new song, or they want to see what the new party there, or the dress are. You know what I mean? They always find a reason to go on your page. So you have to, as an artist or entertainer, you have to make sure say your platform is properly started, and you know your music is up at all times, and you stay current, because you don't want to lose your following. You don't want to lose interest of the people that might believe in you.
You know, then sometimes some creatives, they get so caught up in the creative aspect of producing and putting out new material that they pay very little attention to the business aspect of music. Do you have your business in order? And what are your views on publishing and ensuring that you dot those I's and cross those T's, because that is imperative?
I strongly believe that if you're a producer, and worse if you're a producer and an artist, you need a publisher and a publicist. You can't do everything. You don't produce and a sing, you know. I have a publisher. All my stuff are properly started. You know, Pamputtae Flow Records in New York do all my publishing. So when a label reach out to me, or when it's time to talk business with an artist, them do everything, you know. Me not talk no pharma business, nothing at all. If I have a verbal agreement prior to the contracts, then I can say to my publisher, say, yo, this is the situation. But they're very aggressive. As long as me tell him I'm right or my bill, him know that it's 50 or 25 or 100. Him know how to act, you know. It's very important, because it's in a new age when streaming, right now, you don't even need songs to be making money on YouTube. You can just, if you're in a relationship, you can just video a relationship every day and it get a lot of views.
No, it is true.
You're off streaming. So it's just that, you know, you have to market the thing and make sure say everything you do, you try, you know, organize it and make sure you're benefiting financially from it, because we're in that age right now where it's not really the physical world, it's a digital world, you know.
Sound advice, definitely. So then, give our listeners your social media handles. How can they, you know, reach out to you on social media?
On all platforms, it's Dane Ray Music, DANERAYMUSIC, Dane Ray Music. It's Dane Ray on YouTube, Dane Ray Viva. You know what I mean? Pretty simple, fine. You don't know if you want to reach me, you can link Nigel on all platforms, Nigel Angus for bookings, publishing. You know what I mean? If you want to pitch something, Nigel are the man.
Is there anybody, any artist that you'd like to work with, or any producer that you'd like to collaborate with?
Rihanna, Jay-Z, Drake. You know, you don't know. You have certain elites. Producer now I've always, as I tell you, I listen to hip-hop music, and a lot of my beats are hip-hop driven. That's why I even name trap music. So Timbaland was always so much rated, and Travis Scott, you know?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nobody local?
You know, I'm open anybody that reach out still, you know? I think a lot of us here more see me as a competition. You know? Yeah, but I work with a lot of producers, mostly young producers, who try to build our brand, you know? Yeah. like most of the producers here, they will reach out to me and say, yo, congrats, bro, proud of you, and they do this, but never really send a beat or they never really ask me to do a favor, really, you know? Yeah.
Wow.
You know the industry, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, other than Out and Clean, is there anything else that we should look out for from Dane Ray?
Yes, I have a new juggling rhythm. Me and Popcorn and a few other artists I don't really want, you know? But the rhythm name is Legend Rhythm. And I have a song for it named Living Legend. And the project here, you know, it's a couple, probably a 2 year now, I drop a kind of project like a Riding King Tougher, you know? So I'm very excited about this project because even my song Living Legend, it has a lot of information about my journey and what me and meds right now, you know?
Okay, it sounds like it has like a lot of depth to it, so we're definitely looking forward to that. Share with us your state of mind, like when you are in your creative zone and you're making a beat or, you know, creating a song. What is that process like for Dane Ray?
My life will be comfortable, you know, and my life will be happy. You know what I mean? The happier, my brain just go crazy. Because the thing is now, I have a lot of conscious music and that's how I started, you know, a lot of love songs and conscious music. But I realized over the years that people like songs that like make you feel good and, you know, raise your spirit, you know. Commercial are easier to market as well. So, and you have to work with what your image as well, you know what I mean? If I sing about sufferation every day, I'm gonna probably look for me and say, yo, him even look like him a suffer. And even when them not know my journey, they will judge you. So I always try to keep my energy and my mind frame like in a happy mood. Cause me and man we build a rhythm right now and just start write and just record the song and just mix it and it's done within like a day. It's a rhythm that and a song that, you know, we can do that every single day. So after a while, when you do it over and over, you will drain yourself and drain your energy. So you have to move away sometimes to a country, go back and watch it, go up on the beach, record in a hotel, you know what I mean? Things will drive your mind different. Yeah.
Oh, wow. This was a really good reasoning, and I'm happy that we were able to give people an insight and a little more into Dane Ray, the man, the producer, the artist.
I'm fully
active indeed. Did you give us your social media handles? How can we find you across social media platforms? And especially if there is a promoter listening and they want to book you for an event, how can they get in touch?
You can, I don't know, as I say, it's a digital world now. You can reach out to me on Instagram because everything is connected to my Instagram, my booking and contacts. On my social media platform, it's at Dane Ray Music, you know? So it's easy to find.
All right. Oh, it's unclean, you know. Big up yourself, Dane Ray. This was really awesome. Awesome conversation, and thank you for taking time out to talk with us.
Come on, stay safe here. Bless up fully.
All right. Big up yourself. Fully active. Fully. Dane Ray, our main guest this evening.
So we move from Dane Kish to the RFM Dancehall chart recap with DJ Brian and Courtney Mack.
This is the Guinness Dancehall Top 10 Countdown.
I wonder is who really run dancehall. Who really have the number one song?
All the youths them want to know.
Who run dancehall?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah!
Coming in at number 10, Squash, Racketeer.
Number 9, Spice, Shaggy, Sean Paul, go down there.
Number 8, Governor, Chopper Chop.
Number 7, Ritical, Chosen.
Number 6, 450, Imperfection.
Number 5, Tipping It, Lolly.
Number 4, Diani featuring Jada Kingdom, Feelings.
Number 3, Run, Shensia.
Number 2, Special by Massacre. All right. So we at it again. Coming in at number 1 on the Guinness RFM Dancehall Top 10 Countdown.
Yeah.
For yet another week. Yahoo Boys. Intense. Number 1.
Don't do it like this, kid, we in Nigeria. Voodoo and excellence, yeah, homeboys. Money not estimate, get up with the oil ring, load up with enough to pay. Leads, they am bang and thing enough, so we dog them and your lunch up another beat. Mark X with the crown, you know, see the plate. Big food, jack dog, not to celebrate. Costa Rica, Espanol, client, top chopper, choppy line, dialing.
big song, a big song. The Guinness Top 10 charts is where it only big songs make this chart.
Dancehall can't stand.
Dancehall, I mean everything.
All right, thank you there, Courtney Mack and DJ Brian for the RFM Guinness Top 10 songs. Now, Sham, you know, I feel like we should really open the phone lines and take about even 2 calls or so.
Yeah.
So remember, the numbers to call are 974-5051.
974-5043.
Or 974-5079.
Or 618-0352.
Guess what? We're taking your calls, so feel free to call through and have a chat with us. We haven't had a conversation with our callers in a while, so opening the phone line so we can interact. Now, in the middle of talking about Ramesh, Sham, where you're saying Ramesh is like Santa Claus, like he's always doing something and he's always giving back.
Yeah.
But this latest initiative where he's encouraging young entrepreneurs to send him information, you say,
yes,
of their business, and then he will help them in starting up.
I think along with giving them good advice, because we're in the middle of the pandemic, and a lot of persons have resorted to starting businesses. No matter how small, that's where that's them bread and butter at the moment. So Ramesh, as a successful businessman, coming on board to say, listen, this is the help I can offer. Really good. It is commendable.
And I think it's likely to start with that social media thing that is going around. Would you take $5 million or a dinner with Ramesh? Somebody actually made that. And Ramesh, under the post, he said, Muda take the money, right? But then, in truth, it is a serious conversation going across social media platforms where what exactly would you do? Would you have a conversation with a businessman, a business mogul to get insights?
Yeah.
Or would you take the money?
It was actually trending on Twitter last week. I think Jay-Z, would you take?
Jay-Z, it started with Jay-Z first, and it was redone on IG. Yes. Ramesh, I see, was a part of it, and there is Ramesh under the post. Me, I take the money. So,
but I mean, Ramesh should take the money because he's not going to go on a date with him by himself. So.
But in truth, mentorship cannot happen in one dinner. So while you may get some insights, it is an ongoing thing. And kudos and big up to Ramesh, who has taken the initiative to provide free mentorship to upcoming and young entrepreneurs, because people will charge for their time. So the fact that he's doing it for free, that's big.
We have a caller online. Kish, hi caller.
What's your caller? You live?
Man, please make me burn it.
Yeah, man, big up yourself. What's your name? Where you calling from? Shaka.
Hi, good night. What's up?
Yeah, man, a Shaka warrior pass to Kishima.
Well, go on, Shaka.
Yeah, man, please make me burn it. You don't dare keep it airy. You see me, I say?
Yeah, man.
Keep it airy, well, fiery. You see me, I say?
You see it every time. But Shaka Warrior, tell us, how have things been for you in the no movement days? Three days of no movement. What have you observed in your community? Do you think that it is working?
And what do you do to pass the time?
Well, you don't know it work, Kishima. You don't know more. I may just chop you and go on the farm, keep myself occupied. So I say, yeah, man, but you don't know everything a balance same way. So I say,
and big up yourself on the farm, what you're planting at the moment?
Yeah, man, I don't know. I have some plant on the farm, and some jelly, banana, some sorrel for Christmas. So I say,
Shaka, thing look good, man.
Yeah, man, I'm going to plant some carrot now. So I say,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Yeah, man, some hot pepper, and don't go and build some big music. See me, so I say.
All right, well, that's the real way to do it. Continue to, keep your immune system in tip-top shape. Make sure you know what is going in your body. Well, you know because you grow what you eat.
Yeah, man.
So that's a good look.
All right,
yes,
Chaka.
Preston, you don't know.
All right.
Anybody who wants to big up Shaka?
Yeah, man, bless up my daughter, Samai. So me I say, my Empress Janet, and bless up Icon down at number 1. So the whole of Third Stone, the whole of Brownstone. Bless up Warren out of St. Elizabeth. So me I say, yeah, man, and Kenny. So me I say, yeah, and the whole Brownstone Aquino. So me I say,
Big up yourself, Shaka.
Whoa, the whole of Irish FM. I don't know everything, Lord.
Yeah, man, whoa.
Please, Kisima.
All right, thank you so much, Shaka Warrior. Big up yourself and bless up.
Yeah, man, Preston, bless up yourself.
All right, thank you. And bless up yourself too.
Yeah, man, and the whole Irish FM. So me I say,
all right,
yeah,
give thanks, Shaka Warrior. Big up.
Yeah, man.
You know, big up. You see, Shaka Warrior has the right idea, Shamara. Having a farm in the lockdown, being on your farm, being able to tend to your crops and, you know, not rushing and having to go anywhere. And you can tell that he's planting more in carrots and in peppers coming up as well. So
sorrel for the Christmas.
Sorrel for the Christmas already, you know. So him have him thing in order, and even though a lot of persons may not have the space to do planting in that magnitude, if you can even plant certain things that can grow in a pot, perhaps your pepper, you can start with your own pepper.
Start
you can
small.
probably try with your tomatoes.
Yes.
Because nothing is so fulfilling than just watching your plants grow and reaping.
True.
I remember the first time when I planted my tomatoes and sweet pepper, I just wanted to give everybody
in the
family because
I remember.
Look at my things.
And every day you show off.
It's exciting. It's really, really exciting.
Yeah, we have another caller, Kish.
Buzz through call you live.
Hi, caller. Good night.
Hello?
Hello.
Good night.
Yeah, man, you live. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Simon.
Hi, Simon. All right, now talk to us, Simon. How are you? What do you think about the 3 days of no movement? Do you think it's effective? Is it working? What have you observed in your area?
No. Well, no, kind of like the Akino still. We'll have to get some time for rest off. Retrospect and them say and introspect. I'm kind of get my game kind of up talk because I kind of work for my vocals then. No, I'm writing skills. I'm quick in the speed. Personally. But I don't know, probably somebody will know about music as I know about that. Yeah, and I get to kind of cool off for the work because every Thursday and Friday I'm work, you know. But I had a market and thing and buy up my thing them. So the new thing now, when I really consider now, I have to do a shock after I go on to go plant up some Yamabella and them thing there. Yeah, so what now? Because to them even I say, boy, I miss the Iron Road show them. So we know that down now, so now I have to go pat down and tear down again. Because Iron Road show now, so I'm here on the road, you know.
Well, Simon, we are in the middle of a pandemic, you know. Certain permits are not being issued, and then you have to think about the safety of the staff and our listeners, you know. Everybody are going to want to see the Airy team.
Yes, dear. I wasn't really saying, like, hey, I get jigged, like, man, say. But, you know, man, I miss the notion.
Yeah, man.
Years, got to come out, come say, think about Sunfest next year, and that's a big event, so. I don't know, I feel like I could go and pick some of the live thing them, you know, and then I like go more time out there see me a time you send it the Kashima, make Kashima give it some, you know, zooming, scoop sat there and some juggling and then Smurf on some Sunday night, you know, and things that we can zoom in and say. I'm master by himself and DJ we and all on Saturday, you know,
Simon, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But we are going to
bring the party to your household.
Yeah. Definitely we have some things. We have some things in the pipeline. So just keep listening and you'll definitely get it.
Yeah, man, we're absolutely out of time, but thank you so much, Simon. Give thanks for calling through. All right. On that note, Sham, we're out of time. We don't want to step in too much into the cutting edge, so we have to quickly wrap because Muta is standing by. So a big thank you to Pamputtae, Akino, our music artist, and Dane Ray, our music artist, or main artist. And a big thank you also to our callers who called through.
And a special thanks to Sandrika Masters. She was our producer tonight. DJ Lollipop, the technical operator. Studio engineer DJ Kemar, or telephone operator Trishana Marsh. And the man keeping us connected, Peter Bradbourne.
All right. On that note, that's our time. You can catch us next week, same place, same time for the EBUZZ. I'm Kishima Francis.
I'm Shamara Preston.
Muta Baruka is up next with The Cutting Edge. We're out.